Good morning, afternoon, and evening to all my fellow Americans. It feels good to be back in office again. I know a lot are excited about me being back in office. Who should be most excited are my blacks. Who are the real Israelites? They will be given rulership forever. All praises to the Most High.
Majority of people walking up and down Hollywood are under a deep mind control. And that's what we're going to talk about today, is how American citizens are under mind control, walking up and down looking at pentagrams on the ground, right? So we're going to talk about mind control, wickedness, witchcraft, and also whole culture today. Because that's what everybody wants to do. They want to be under some type of witchcraft, sorcery, and following whole culture, right? So let's get a definition of the word witchcraft. Let's see what witchcraft is. From Edom Online. Witchcraft. Hey, my man, you know that you're under a form of witchcraft and sorcery right now by walking up and down Hollywood looking at the ground? Let's read what witchcraft is.
It says Edom Online, witchcraft, magic. Witchcraft was declared a crime in English law in 1542.
So witchcraft was declared a crime. So by walking up and down Hollywood looking at pentagram, you all are guilty of a crime, the crime of witchcraft. Let's go to 1 Samuel chapter 15 and verse 23. Because if you're not following the Most High and you're being rebellious, you are into witchcraft. He's under a spell right now. Walking up and down Hollywood with your taking pictures of pentagrams on the ground, people that you will never ever see. When you turn on the news, you hear every single thing that's going on with Diddy and how Diddy say he's going to bring down half of Hollywood. But yet you're so deep under a spell that you don't even realize it. You don't realize that these people are actually about to go to prison. These people are actually warlocks and witches and sorcerers that want your money, that do blood rituals, right? Let's get that. 1 Samuel 15 and verse 23.
1 Samuel 15:23. For rebellion.
For what?
For rebellion.
Today is a Sabbath day, and you are rebelling against the words of the Most High. Read on.
For rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft.
As what?
Is as the sin of witchcraft.
So breaking the commandments of the Most High, breaking the Sabbath day is witchcraft. It's sorcery. It's idolatry. And we're out here to wake you up in these last days, to pull you out of this deep mind control that you're under. Read on.
And stubbornness is as iniquity and idolatry.
Being stubborn, not coming back to these laws, statutes, and commandments, it's the same thing as idolatry. We can literally read inside of the Bible that today is the Sabbath day. But we'll have our people come up to us and say, oh no, I'm keeping it tomorrow. We'll literally show people in the Bible that Hamashiach Yahushai is a so-called black man with woolly hair. But what do our people do? Oh, it don't matter what color he is. But no, brother, it's in the Bible. It says he's a black man with woolly hair. Oh, he can be any color. But no, brother, he's a black man with woolly hair. Oh, nah, he just loves everybody. That's what you call a spell. That's what you call sorcery. When you can literally read something in black and white, but you do the opposite. That's rebellion right there. Right, that's how you learn everything in your school. It's through a book. But we read it in the black and white out of the Bible and you rebel against it. Y'all look at these pictures as if these things are real. As if somebody told you, as if the Bible says Hamashiach Yahushua looks like that. As if the Bible says the Virgin Mary looks like that. That's what you call witchcraft. You have been deceived. Sorcery, enchantment. Do you know what Hamashiach Yahushua looks like? According to the Bible, who the world calls Jesus Christ. I'm going to pull you out of your spell because we are under a deep spell, a deep mind control that we have to come out of. Go to the book of Revelation, chapter 1 and verse 1. What does the word revelation mean? What does revelation mean? Revelation, what does that mean? It means to reveal, the revealing. So we're about to pull the wool off your eyes and hopefully pull you out of that mind control that you're stuck in. We're going to try to take you out of the sunken state. Read that.
Revelations 1 and 1. The revelation of Hamashiach Yahushai.
So the revelation of what Jesus Christ looks like. His real name is Hamashiach Yahushai. We're going to show you the revelation. Jump down to 14.
14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
But no, the picture says he has stringy hair. The Bible says what?
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
His head and his hairs were white like wool. So white in color, woolly in texture. It is a deep mind control if you continue to believe this image after today. Read on.
As white as snow.
Go ahead.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
The Bible says his eyes were as a flame of fire. But when you look at that picture on the ground, the witchcraft, it's blue. The Bible says his eyes are as a flame of fire. Read on.
And his feet.
Now your feet, this is a skin color, a complexion. What do you look like? Your feet are the same color as the rest of your body, correct? Are your feet right? Okay, let's read.
Like unto fine brass.
Brass is a derivative of brown. B-R-A-S-S. Read on.
As if they burned in a furnace.
Oh, hold up 1 minute here. Wait a minute. The Bible says Hamashiach Yahushai has woolly hair, he has a flame of fire eye, and he has dark black skin. But if you believe this image right here, guess what? You are under mind control, sorcery, because we're literally reading it out of the Bible in black and white letters. But yet people still believe this right here. So what we're trying to do is pull you out of these lies that you've been taught. And there's many, many more lies that you have been taught, right? Let's go to the book of Numbers, chapter 23 and verse 23. What's going on, brother? This is actually for you. What's your nationality, brother? You mixed? But what's your father? What's your father's nationality? Is he really a so-called black man, so-called Hispanic, Native American? A black man, right? So your parents are actually black. We actually got a biblical nationality that the Most High gave us. But it's been broken and we have been cut off from it because we broke the Most High's laws. Right? Okay, read that Numbers 23 and 23.
Numbers 23, 23.
Go ahead.
Surely there is no enchantment against Jacob.
It says, surely there is no enchantment. Enchantment is, again, witchcraft, sorcery, how they sprinkle it all over you, over the media, right? How they post it inside the walls. And people look at us disgusted, like we have done some type of blasphemy by putting horns on the white devil. Like we have done something wrong, when this is straight witchcraft. And we're trying to pull our people out of it. You should be sick and tired of being lied to. When will you wake up? Right? When are you going to turn off the news and stop believing all the lies? When are you going to return back to this Bible? Read that again.
Numbers 23, 23. Surely there is no enchantment against Jacob.
He says, surely there is no enchantment against Jacob. We can literally go inside the Bible and say, hey, so-called black man, Hispanic man, Native American man, who are the Israelites of the Bible. It says, do not eat pork. Well, you know, I've been eating pork all my life. But the Bible says, don't eat pork. Well, I mean, it ain't gonna hurt nobody. Well, the Bible says, don't eat shrimp, crab, and lobster. Well, those laws are done away with. That's what you call enchantment. The Most High gave us laws, statutes, and commandments that we need to abide by and follow for our good. But what do? We say, oh man, forget that. You know, I'm going to continue to do whatever I want because we only got one life to live. YOLO, right? That's what you call enchantment right there. Read on. Actually, let's get a definition of that word enchantment real quick. Let's see what enchantment is. What does that mean? Some more witchcraft and sorcery right there. Do you even know what that means? Because guess what? Satan goes up and down, to and from, seeking who he can deceive, like this one has been deceived. Right? We're not out here to play with y'all no more. We are living in the last days. And this thing is over with. This place is done. Finito. El Bambino is no Blanco. El Bambino is the so-called black man from the tribe of Judah. Read that.
Adam Online, enchantment, act of magic or witchcraft.
Act of magic and witchcraft. You have been having the goggles of witchcraft posted over your eyelids, and you now believe a lie. You believe a lie. You have been deceived under this delusion because nobody has ever showed y'all the truth. Y'all sit up there and be rocked to sleep by the Christian pastor, and he passes around his collection plate. And you go out there with a feel good, but you ask what you learned. You didn't have to learn a damn thing through that whole sermon. You didn't learn that you had to keep the commandments. You didn't know that the Most High is a so-called black man. You didn't know that his son is a so-called black man. You didn't know your biblical nationality. You didn't learn any of this stuff at all. But if the world says, hey, you know what? Hollywood is a tourist site where y'all need to spend y'all money and go there and see it at least one time. And then y'all get here and you don't even see these celebrities. You're taking pictures of a pentagram on the ground. That's a symbol for witchcraft. But look how you're looking at it. You thinking it's a star. That's another deception that you have been told. A star is a ball of gas. That is not a star. That is a pentagram on the ground. You see how you've been deceived? The sun, that's a star, a ball of gas. But you have been deceived to think that is a star when it's actually a pentagram. And what do people do? They bow down to it. They kiss the Celine Dion sign. They go take pictures with the Matt Damon as if these people were here, or as if these people you will ever see these people. They don't care nothing about you. Read on that definition.
Enchantment, Edom Online, use of magic, magic power, magic spell.
A magic what?
Magic spell.
Y'all are all under a spell. Read on.
Song, concert, chorus.
A song, a concert, a chorus. So guess what? When you go to these concerts, right, and you got your favorite rapper up there, and he's rapping off a beat, he's like, oh yeah, I'm about to sleep with your wife. Oh yeah, I'm about to sleep with your wife. And you're doing it to a beat, right? A beat. That, and you bobbing your head to that beat. Oh yeah, I'm about to sleep with his wife. I'm about to sleep with his wife. That is a spell that you've been put under. When you say, oh, I'm about to go kill my brother. I'm about to go pull up on my brother and shoot him to death. And you say that over and over and over and over again as an enchantment. You have been put in a spell. And the next thing you know, you're picking up that gun and you're shooting another brother in the face that looks just like you. This is what witchcraft is. This is what sorcery is. This is what being put under a spell is. When you got little kids, right, twerking to Sexy Red, right? When you're a mother and you got your 4 or 5-year-old daughter dancing to Suki Hana, Cardi B, and they barely even know their ABCs yet. They don't know their ABCs, but they know how to twerk. They don't know their ABCs, but they know who these celebrities and stars are. There's a problem with that. Go to the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 18 and verse 10. Hey, sister in the green, get off the ground, sister. Get off the ground, sister. You are better than that. You are royalty. Why is a princess, a daughter of Zion, sitting on the ground?
Deuteronomy 18:10.
Go ahead.
There shall not be found among you anyone that maketh his son or his daughter to pass through the fire.
The Bible, this is a commandment. Those 613 commandments that everybody says, oh, they too hard to keep, it's too hard to do. Read that again.
There shall not be found among you anyone that maketh his son or his daughter to pass through the fire.
You see that? That's a commandment. The Bible is about do's and don'ts. You can do this, don't do that. It says you should make your son or your daughter to pass through the fire. The fire is this witchcraft and this sorcery that you allow your sons and daughters to be involved in. The fire is when you dress your 5, 6-year-old son up into a Spider-Man costume or into a damn Halloween costume and everything, and you let him go get candy from complete strangers. That's allowing your son and your daughter to pass through the fire. Read on.
Or that useth divination, or an observer of times, or an enchanter, or a witch.
All right, what?
Or a witch.
Everyone is under mind control and under witchcraft because you're not keeping the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. That makes you rebellious. That is as the sin of witchcraft. Read on.
Or a charmer, or a consulter with familiar spirit.
That's those tarot readings, right? Going and getting your zodiac sign read. That's what that's talking about. But guess what? That's what the world does. That's what the world loves. The world loves, and that's how pretty much people get together these days, right? A brother can talk to a sister, right? And the sister said, oh, everything is all good, everything's cool, good to go. But the next thing that sister gonna ask you, well, what's your zodiac sign? Oh, you a Capricorn? Oh, I can't do that because I'm a Pisces. I can't get with you. Our signs don't relate one another. That's what you call enchantment. That's what you call sorcery. That's what you call deviation right there. Because you're going to allow some stars, some astrology to choose if you're compatible with somebody. What makes you compatible with somebody is how well you keep these laws, statutes, and commandments. That's what makes you compatible. Is that brother or that sister from one of the 12 tribes that is on the sign right here? That's how you find out if you're compatible with a woman. Not by what's your zodiac sign. Are you're a Libra, and I'm an Aries, you're a Gemini. No, that's foolishness. That's witchcraft right there. And sisters, our sisters love asking those questions right there. But guess what? You don't need to ask those type of questions. Read on.
Or a consultant with familiar spirits, or a wizard, or a necromancer.
A necromancer, that's somebody who deals with the dead, raises spirits from the dead, conjures up spirits from the dead. What y'all do, what the so-called Mexicans do, what is called Dia de Muertos, I think it's called, the Day of the Dead. That's a consulter with familiar spirits. We're reading out of the Bible right here, black and white. These are not my words right here. We are coming directly out of the Bible to show you the type of witchcraft and sorcery that our people are under. And they need to come up out of it. Read on.
Deuteronomy 18:12. For all that do these things are an abomination.
Are what?
Are an abomination.
All that practice this type of sorcery and witchcraft, walking up and down, looking at pentagrams on the ground, are a what?
Are an abomination.
Are abomination. Mean the Most High ain't dealing with you. And he's going to set you on fire with thermonuclear missiles. Right? Read on.
Are an abomination unto the Most High. And because of these abominations, the Most High thy power doth drive them out from before thee. Verse 13. Thou shalt be perfect with the Most High thy power.
You shall be what?
Thou shalt be perfect with the Most High thy power.
But we can't be perfect. The Bible literally says in black and white, you can be perfect. But what would a silly Christian come up here? Oh, ain't nobody perfect. It ain't nobody perfect. But what did the Bible say?
Thou shalt be perfect with the Most High thy power.
But the Bible tells us, coming from the Most High, that we can be perfect. But you don't want to be perfect. You love wallowing in your sin. You love wallowing inside of the mud. The Bible tells us we can be perfect. But you're under heavy mind control when you say the opposite. Nobody's perfect but Jesus. That just allows you to continue in your sin right there. That is nothing but making provisions for the flesh so you can continue to sin. Right? Let's go to the book of Revelation, chapter 2 and verse 13. Because the so-called white man don't want the Israelites to be perfect. The so-called Edomite does not want the Israelites to be perfect. Because when we become perfect, guess what? Our society rises and theirs falls. Because guess what? Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of them that follow him. So guess what? The Israelites have got next. We got next. And they don't want to see that. Let's read that.
Revelations 2:13.
Go ahead.
I know thy works and where thou dwellest.
So the Bible says, I know thy works. He know how hard we work from sun up to sundown. He know where we dwell, that we dwell at the bottom of the totem pole. Hey, sister, you got 1 second for the words of the Most High, sister? Read that again from the top.
Revelations 2:13.
Go ahead.
I know thy works and where thou dwellest,
Go ahead.
even where Satan's seat is.
What is America?
Even where Satan's seat is.
The Bible says that America is Satan's seat. Chiefly Hollywood. Hollywood is Satan's seat. Read that again. Read it again.
Revelations 2:13.
Go ahead.
I know thy works and where thou dwellest,
Go ahead.
even where Satan's seat is.
Even where Satan's seat is. America's Satan's seat, brother. Okay, hold on real quick. Go to Job 9 and 24. Hold that, let's see.
This is the book of Job, chapter 9 and verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
What group of people led us into captivity, brother? What group of people keep everyone down and oppressed? The so-called white man, right? Oh, hold on, let's finish it up real quick. Read on.
He covered the faces of the judges thereof.
Who covered the faces of Hamashiach Yahushua? Who made him white? The so-called white man, right? The white man did.
He was only given that
that duty based upon who his peoples was. They told him to paint the figure of somebody that you recognize.
And what nationality was he, brother? He was white. That's what we're reading.
If it was a black man, he would have made it black.
No, they did that to deceive the world. To deceive the world. Let's read on. Listen to this part right here, brother.
He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?
If the white man isn't the devil that the Bible speaks of, where and who is he then? Point to him.
The devil is in every one of us walking.
Everyone that has been deceived.
Everybody that's born in a sin is born in sin. You have to convert over. You're born into sin.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And everybody on this face of the earth is a devil.
Is a devil. Yeah, because you know why? You know why? You know why everyone's a devil?
Everyone is.
Yes, we have been deceived because of the so-called white man. He has beaten that into us.
The moon star.
What's the moon star?
Is one of the Satan things.
What is it?
It's one of Satan.
What is it?
What is it? Bashu or some shit like that.
I never heard of that.
It start with a B, don't it?
A B?
Yeah.
You talking B-A-A-L?
That's one of them.
Okay.
Moon star.
Okay.
Satan.
All these are attributes and names of the so-called white man. That's what it is, brother. What color is the devil?
They never gave him a description.
Okay, when they paint a picture of him, what color is he using?
Red.
Red, right? Let's see. Go to Genesis chapter. Let's see who the devil is. Let's see who the devil is. Genesis chapter 25.
Genesis 25. And the first came out red.
So they're not really white. White is the color of your t-shirt, right?
Black.
Hold on, you're right. You're right about that. We're not black. So white is the color of your t-shirt, right? Red is the color of the so-called white man. Down south, they call them redneck. When they get happy, they turn red. When they cry, they turn red. When a newborn white baby is born, they are red, right? Huh? They're pink too. That's a derivative of red, right? Read on.
And the first came out red all over like a hairy garment.
Like the red devil Satan, right? Read on.
And they called his name Esau.
So his biblical name would be Esau. That's the biblical name of the so-called white man. Our biblical name will be Israel. Now let's focus on Israel. Now let me ask you this question, brother. How did we get over here as a people? Did we come on a bus?
That deprives from a multitude of things because all of us didn't come from that.
You're right about that.
All of us.
You're right about that.
All of us were here.
Right, we were. Right.
So you can't.
I can look.
You know what Christians do?
Hold on.
Most religions do.
We're not. This is not religion. This is a nationality. This is a bloodline. This is a bloodline. What we're talking about right here. So look, most of us got over here by boat, and some of us over here. We're gonna address both of those. Let's go to the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28. Huh?
I like the Holy Land.
The Holy Land, yes. Where are you from? The Holy Land? Okay, check this out real quick. Israel, right? So check this out. Hold on, no. You're Israel. They are Israelis, right? They are Israelis. Because guess what? Name the 12 tribes of Israel. Huh? No, name the 12 tribes of Israel.
Judah.
Go ahead. That's one. Go ahead. Continue. Judah, who else?
Judah.
It's 12. You got 12. You got 11 other brothers. Name the 12 tribes of Israel. He can't do it. You know why? Because he's not the real, he's an imposter. That's why they call him Jewish. If I say you're acting childish, are you really a child? No, you're acting like a child. So they are not the real Jews. Atah lo Yehudi, Atah Manzir, Atah HaShatan. So now, let's go back to this real quick. Deuteronomy 28 and verse 68.
Deuteronomy 28:68. And the Most High shall bring thee into Egypt again.
We came over here because we were slaves, right? Egypt is synonymous with slavery or bondage. If you look on the back of a dollar bill, on one side you have Egypt, and on the other part of the dollar bill, you have an eagle. That represents our first captivity. Look on your dollar bill. One side is a pyramid. They had to get those people that created those pyramids to build up America. It was built off of your ancestors, brother. It was built off of your ancestors, brother. My ancestors. Have you ever thought about that? That's mind control they have us under right here. Let's read on. So Egypt is actually synonymous with slavery or bondage.